Welcome to the Dr. Fitness USA show. Exercise is medicine, strength training is stronger medicine with your host, Batista. And myself as the co-host, Dr. Fitness USA.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dr. Fitness USA, the show. Today we have an amazing guest for you, Master Teresa Yeung. She has been giving hope and joy to people all over the world with her Pure Land Qi Gong. She's an internationally recognized Qi Gong Master, a speaker, healer, and 3 times #1 international best-selling award-winning author. Master Teresa is an inspiration of balanced and calm energy, excellent health and success for women of all ages. She founded 2 distinguished Qigong schools, Pure Land International and the 7th Happiness School of Qigong, while continuing the legacy of her teacher, Grandmaster Wu's lineage. And the conversation topic today is how can Qigong support athletic performance? Master Teresa, welcome. We're so honored and excited to have you with us today.
Oh, thank you. I love to come here. I love to share, and I look forward to also learn from Stephen and yourself.
Beautiful, thank you. So to get started, I hear that you've had some personal challenges in your life that you had to overcome to get to where you are at. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and the things that you've had to go through?
During the COVID, the last 2.5 years, it has a lot of impactful journey for me because I have tuberculosis, a lung diseases when I was 20 years old. So I'm 65 now. I threw up blood when I was 20 years old and was hospitalized, quarantine, contagious, just like the COVID, the fear there. So I actually was doing more during COVID online to help people to go through this COVID transition. And to bring the Qigong, reduce stress, harmonize the body so people can still do something when they could not go to the gym at that time. And I'm so glad people can go back to the gym now. It's wonderful.
Let's start from the beginning. For those who don't know what Qigong is, what is Qigong?
Yes, so wonderful. So you saw people doing the Tai Chi, right? Tai Chi. Mm-hmm. People understand Tai Chi, and people usually understand what is Reiki, energy, Japan, the Qi. So Qigong is like a self-practice Reiki with some movement, like a little bit of Tai Chi. And what it does, maybe easier to say in a simple words, Chinese yoga, maybe acupuncture without needles. Okay. Self-practice and you get the result like acupuncture effect on your body, and there's no herbal medicine involved. And although the Qi is part of the Chinese herbal medicine, and acupuncture, reflexology, and all of that, and people may not realize a self-practice discipline, like going to the gym, right? It's a lifestyle, and then they can all work together to make everything easier for everyone, whether they have big diseases or they have autoimmune system or they have MS and diabetes, all the stuff, right? Or for me, it's menopause for women. I'm 65. I went through all these things, right? And it felt so much better once I changed the way the traditional Qigong practice is like to support the woman. Then the symptoms I was going through, my own menopause and post-menopause, is change. That's what I'm actually interested these days, how to support more women in this way.
Well, how did you find this method? Were you brought up with it as a child, or is it something that you just came across at a transitional point in your life? How did that happen?
Well, I had a tuberculosis when I was 20 years old. So all the way to 38 years old, I have been looking for ways to heal myself. I mean, how to get your immunity back. How can you not have a neck pain? How can you have a better digestion? How do you not have migraine? How can I sleep? How can I not have back pain, my knee pain, and all the pain in my body? And how can I be happy? And then the journey came slowly. My teacher came to Canada. And then we met, and the week he arrived, because it's a family friend, father. And because of that, then wow, there's a teacher came in town and I don't have to pay. Oh my God, it's wonderful. No fee. So we just started that way, and I started to feel better, and the children also started to feel better. And then the participants felt better. And that's how it started, just like coincidentally seemed come together for a reason. And then after you experience it, then I continue to expand it when other opportunities arrive.
Great. And you're talking about Master Who's? That was your teacher.
My original teacher. That was in 1995 when I started to learn. And then he crossed around 2006, and that's when I picked up the torch and become the master of the family, because we in Chinese we have one master in the whole family, the family of a system, energy system. So that's 2006 to 9. That's myself figure out how I will do the Qigong different. And then when you're a woman, you think different. Women think different. A man talks less, a woman talks more, and then we think about things differently. And then that's when I start to realize, there are different things I can do with it, like using an energy to balance how I feel. The men go to the gym when they don't feel good, Stephen, right?
Yes.
They just work out, right?
Right.
Women don't do this.
Well, I do.
Oh, no, most women don't do this. Women usually want to call a friend and talk.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, but that man doesn't want to talk about it. Men like to exercise or run, and that's great for them. The woman like to talk, right? So ideally, I would say that if the woman can come together to talk while they're doing Qigong, and then also have the fitness part, like what Stephen offered, and then work together, and then it will be like a good team. That's how I see them.
Is it like a practice that you do once a day, twice a day, or that you incorporate throughout the day, or how does that work?
Well, there are different kinds of Qigong or system that people can do. Like, for instance, I used to wear eyeglasses. I don't, and there's an eye Qigong, right? There's an eye Qigong. That people also suffering from glaucoma, macular degeneration, they will be doing the eye Qigong. It's a program. And there are also women with hot flashes, and they will need to spend more time on the uterus, ovaries, or the breast, and then they will be doing it different, so that will be the Qigong for the menopause and post-menopause. And there's also people really interested in healing the body. They're very meditative kind of people. They really want to think about how energy to do the heal the thumb, for instance, the fingers and something, so they can channel to do it. So that could be their practice. They spend more during the day. So there are different routines, right? Some people want to stand more. Some people want to sit more. So there are many routines I teach, right? So there's April-K, there's the health and fitness Qigong, there's longevity Qigong, there's John's Qigong, there's Snake Qigong, there's eye Qigong, and there's menopause Qigong, and then there's Qigong for feelings. Oh my God, the list goes on. Because we need different things for different things, right? But the Qigong is not just physical, it just helps always, right? So do things to release fear. Just different ways of moving energy, right? Or how can I have more money? Then I say, you can visualize more money come to you. Then you will organize it differently for attracting money. Because the Qi CHI or QI, just energy of life. It is the base of law of attraction. It is the energy that starts the law of attraction. So basically, it's people feel good, they have better opportunities arrive into their life, right? For anything, everything is the same thing. But if I move the Qi and I can meditate getting money, then you get more money. You can move the Qi to get more clients. How do you use it, right? So I teach that too.
So let me ask you, the topic of the conversation is how can Qigong enhance athletic performance? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Wonderful. You know, the body do one thing at a time. You know, we have the body with the fight, flight mode, power, you know, need power to do things. And then the body also go into healing mode. So the Qigong is more like a lying down, sitting, a gentle way of doing things. But then if we can actually use that to heal the body, that's because the body heal one thing at a time. So when you're out of the fight, flight mode, the body do the healing work. That's why we also need to spend time a bit meditative. Connect with the body, meditative. This is like this, exactly the same as people go for the Olympic to run for the medal. They will meditate before they do the running. My son actually is in Olympic trial for 400-meter hurdles, a national champion for Canada, for senior 400-meter hurdles. So he will meditate and do his Qigong before he go for his race. But then once he run, then he, you know, they do things all under a minute, right, for 400 meters. So you combine them, you know, the breathing, meditation, and then get the performance out. And then you can also use it to heal injuries by meditating, to heal my shoulder, to heal my body, to help the body to connect with what it needs to be done. So everything needs focusing, right? If I don't focus, how can I get the work done? But if I want my body to heal, I need to tell the body to focus too. So I want the body to build the strength, I need to focus too. But then the mind and the body, sometimes they're not talking very well. But then if they work together like a team, then you get what you want and have better performance. And then it heal injuries while you're doing the Qigong. So you heal faster so that you have your better athletic performance. A Qigong has proven to boost testosterone, for instance. It's proven. So Qigong is proven for women's health, men's health, diabetes, research all over the world. You know, a Qigong actually create DHEA, the anti-aging hormones. You know, you have to take the DHEA supplement, but Qigong actually create that naturally. Mm-hmm. And Qigong also create the ozone, you know, and then the no, you know, the nitric oxide, the Qigong creates that too. It's in the science area. Right? It's just powerful when you work together.
Qigong is actually a very soft type of movement, right? So it's more energy. But we also learned through research that muscle mass and keeping a really strong muscles is important for anti-aging. So do you, and I understand what you were saying about using it for focusing energy and for helping the body to heal, but then do you actually recommend your clients to do muscle building activities in connection?
Yes, the rule of the thumb my teacher taught me will be like this, because he's in martial arts, very strong in his martial arts in his age. He would say before you are 50 years old, you should be doing 60% regular fitness, you know, those muscle building 60%, and then only 40% Qigong. So that's your maximum, because you should do that more because you're strong, right? But as your age is aging, then you can start switch them a little bit. You can do the fitness a little bit less, maybe the Qigong 60% and the fitness 40%. So everyone's body is not the same. So that's why we need expert like Stephen to guide people how to do it properly, right? Right, Stephen, right? There are ways to do things properly for different health conditions, right?
What happens when somebody comes to us and they are older and there is a decrease in strength, we can override their nervous system and increase their strength 30 to 40 to 50 to 60% beyond what was known possible. But they need it. It has to do with the music in the body. I read the music in the body, and it's like learning new dance steps, and so it's totally diametrically opposite to what people see on television or personal training. It actually is very much in line with your system. Sometimes, if I may say, in the gym, and somebody like a man is doing what we call a leg press, that's a big part of their muscles. And I walk up to them, and it happens for women too, and I say, I'm going to increase your strength 60%. So you're lifting maybe 400 pounds or 600 pounds, and I'm going to get you to lift 200 to 400 pounds more.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
But
So
what I'm doing is I'm doing a meditation. See,
good.
I meditate as I train. When it comes to women, a lot of times when they're doing exercise, the type of exercise is uncomfortable to their body, but that's what that's available to them. So they don't know that there's like in a real gym, there's $500,000 worth of equipment, and they can choose anybody that they want, because we have women that start off with yoga, sometimes Tai Chi, that were very weak, and at 70 years old, they're diagnosed with advanced osteoporosis. How do you explain that they go into a gym and leg press 475 pounds with no trainer, and they feel like $1 million?
Yeah, I leg press 650 pounds. So an acupuncturist student of ours explained it that way, and that's, I think, interesting, and I think it will come in line with what you teach. Is she explained that it was kind of like acupunctures with weights because of the ergonomic applications that we use, and you press against the weight, it clears the meridians. But it's kind of like you were mentioning earlier that Qigong is like acupuncture without needles, right? And so this is the way she explained about what we do. Is it's weight training, it's like acupressure, but without, self-inflicted, because of the weight when you pushed the weight. And because we work with weight, we also, with the ergonomic applications, we are able to work on things like posture and obviously building muscle mass. So I think that's, we have a lot of things in common, probably more than we think.
Everything work together, bring the best of everything out, really. So, the people go to the gym, it's wonderful. And then they also can have time. They just strictly more meditating, making the Qi, so that they will heal themselves with the Qi, so they can do more push-up. They can more press, right? So it's like what Stephen was saying, that relax in between. And then what I would be doing is I help them to do the relaxing part deeper, so they can know how to direct energy to ease their discomfort feeling sooner and faster. And that would be a good fit. Yeah.
Is Teresa a member of a physical gym?
No, I'm not.
Are there any gyms where you live?
Oh, we do have gyms where we live, but I usually I usually go swimming, and
Yeah.
I don't go to the gym. Somehow it doesn't feel right. The energy of the one I have in my area does not feel right.
Okay,
You know,
so
a lot of times they are usually the young crowd people there, the younger people there. And then when you are 65, you know, funny sometimes when you go in, you don't feel it's not your friends, right? So if we have something of that sort, it's more tailored to the people in that way, that would be more inviting.
So I can address this because our students that are 70 or 60 or 50 or whatever, a lot of women, especially women more than men, feel that way. But by the time they're finished with our programs, they own the gym. Okay, they own the gym. They carry the weight. They are so skilled and strong. Then the young people look at them and they go, "Whoa, you're strong!" So because I felt the same way when I started. I was 48 and I was a ballet dancer. Okay, and I didn't know anything. Well, I had belonged to gyms or whatever, but muscle and gym, that was just definitely not my thing. But now this is just that way you're feeling is because you just don't know how to use the gym to your advantage. That's why. But we can fix that.
I had a question, if I may. Okay, so today people are very concerned about making money. So there's a lot of hype out there, but they do what we call 3 or 5 day seminars. So people are sitting there for 3 or 5 days seminars, especially the women. And then when they come out of their seminar, there's so much intellectual information that they're fried. Okay, but now they go back to their life and now they have to process this information or follow through. And what they come up with is, oh, I don't have time to exercise. So you're coming across women that are totally encased in their intellectual mind, and they always seem to have some of the excuse that they have no time. So maybe there's a Qigong program that you have that could alert them how to change their clock in their body so they have more time, and that exercise would give them more time and health.
I think this go into people have to learn how to set goals, right? They want to do it, but then they don't understand how to make it happen. So we go into the mind about setting the goals to do that. So it's like uncluttering the closet so that you can buy more clothes, right? So I also have program like this is let people come together to talk about how to achieve goals. And then the goal could be how to find time could be the goal, right? And then we will just walk through it. They can meditate. I coach them how they can adjust the schedule so they can give the time. The important thing about these days is understanding people need to move, right? Move, change energy. It's not sitting at home. They should be walking, they should be running, they should be meeting people. They should go to places where they can meet people. And that's very important for them. So I do online teachings, it's common for people gather online, but I also encourage people to go to meet people and go to the people, because we need to return to the energy before COVID now. People have to meet people. So it's a good time to find good teachers. Yeah.
You actually sounded like a body designer because, as
I work with you. I cannot do so many press. I cannot lift. I'm weak or something. If I'm right next to you, I should be running to your gym, right? I want to be stronger, Yeah, I need help.
We work online too. So most of our clients are online.
So let me continue my train of thought. So when I say that you sound like a body designer, is when you're speaking, it's very educational for me personally, and for the audience, because at first we talked about Qi Gong that looked like it was a 360-degree wheel. But through your explanations, you have an army of solutions for different things that come up in people's lives.
I help people to heal their pets.
Okay.
You can be healing your pets and save a $5,000 bill. You can be the one doing it. No, it's just energy. Yeah.
So where can people find you?
If they want to experience a Qigong practice, so what they can do, they can go to the website, and there's a free videos on the website of Qigong there. Press the button, free. I don't need your money, just press the button, do some. And that's the idea. And I think is when the students are ready, the teacher is ready too. So we're ready whenever you're ready. Thank you.
It was such a great honor to have you with us, and I'm sure that all this invaluable information that you've given our audience is going to change life. Find Master Teresa on her website, get her free gifts or free videos, tutorials to get started. And it's been another amazing episode of Dr. Fitness USA, the show. And until next time, goodbye.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Dr. Fitness USA show. Exercises medicine, strength training is stronger medicine, with your host, Batista. And myself as the co-host, Dr. Fitness USA.